Guys, Willie here with W.T.F car reviews, and today we're going to be reviewing the all-new 2024 Mercedes-Benz GLE 450.
And a big thanks to Crown Euro Cars in St. Petersburg, Florida for helping make this review possible. I'll leave a link to their inventory below, and if you're looking for a new premium or performance vehicle in the St. Pete, Clearwater, Tampa area, I would definitely recommend checking these guys out.
And for those of you guys who don't know, the GLE took over the ML name as a Mercedes-Benz midsize SUV back in 2015. The ML previously held that title since 1997, actually starting its life as a body-on-frame SUV for the first generation. For 2024, the GLE gets both a facelift and a new hybrid powertrain. We get a tweaked front bumper, revised grille, as well as new lights and wheels. Inside, we get updated trim, new touch sensors in the steering wheel, and updated infotainment system, now with wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. The 2024 GLE comes available in 5 trims, all with different power plants. We already reviewed the $63,000 base. Here we have the beefier 450 with a base price of $69,500. What else do we get for that money? Let's jump right in. So up front, you notice your flickering LED headlamps, full LEDs for the high and low beam, and flickering LED daytime running lights. It says Mercedes-Benz on the outside of this light pattern with this bold black metallic paint color. We get an updated grille. The Mercedes badge here is actually illuminated. That's about a $700 option. We'll check that out on the window sticker. We get a forward-facing camera helping us out with 360, full front parking sensing, and an updated bumper here as well for 2024. The hood, very aggressive lines that lead directly towards the front, helping you direct, point, and shoot this midsize SUV on the road a little bit easier. We get a side sensor for the front parking sensing, all body color trim for the fender area, the wheel and tire setup. We get the AMG Performance Package. It's about $3,100. These wheels are included with it. Here, they are 20-inch rims wrapped in Michelin Primacy Tour all-season tires, some of the better all-seasons in the business, and with a square 275 wide setup, it should put the power down really well, even with this upgraded motor. The brakes are drilled with what appears to be a dual piston front brake caliper. It could be a quad piston. Let me know in the comment section if I'm wrong. I like the running boards on the sides, additional camera on the mirror helping us out at 360. It says Mercedes-Benz for this LED turn signal on the mirror. The glass fills up the entire frame. We get blind spot monitoring on the glass, all black trim for the window trim, blacked out roof rails, and we get a panoramic moonroof here on this 450. Same rear wheel and tire setup as you mentioned. It says AMG on the bottom of the rim. Side sensor for the rear parking sensing, full LED taillights, turn signals, and reverse lights. GLE 450 badge in the corner. I mentioned the full rear parking sensing. Tow hitch, I'll leave a link right here, show you what this 450 is capable to tow. Shout out Crown Euro Cars here in St. Petersburg, Florida for helping make this review possible. 4MATIC badge on the side, and what appears to be a functional rear spoiler with an LED third brake light. We get dual exhaust tips, and speaking of the exhaust tips, let's fire up this 3-liter turbocharged 6-cylinder engine and hear how she sounds. Alright guys, that was the sound of the turbocharged 6-cylinder sold by Mercedes for the 2024 GLE 450, and it's pretty quiet, but it makes a very healthy amount of power at 375 horsepower, 369 pound-feet of torque, enough to get this 2024 GLE 450 to 60 in about 5 seconds, making it a no-joke performer, competitive with the BMW X5. I appreciate the hydraulic strut, to be expected with a near $70,000 base price. I like the chassis design, looks pretty sporty and athletic, the twin throttle bodies too. What you see is basically what we get. We can shut this hood right down, take a step back, walk around this 2024 GLE 450 one more time. It's a beautiful vehicle on the outside. The inside though, that's why you go with the GLE 450 over a BMW X5. This is a significant upgrade. So up top, we'll turn these headlights back to auto so the car's not yelling at me. But up top, of course, soft touch materials, leather in the center, gushy soft leather armrests, 4-window auto one touch, 4-way adjustable mirrors, power folding mirrors, 3-person memory seats, adjustments. You can recline, drop, lift, and slide the seats, adjust the thigh support, and adjust the headrest, all controlled from the door panel. Heated and ventilated seats, Burmeister audio system, that's part of the executive package. I believe it's like $1,700. We'll take a look at the window sticker, we'll see exactly what it is. A little bit of piano black trim, 2 speakers on the door panel itself. The bottom portion is hard plastic, unlike the BMW X5, but the rest of this interior looks significantly more premium. Ton of storage. You'll easily fit a foot long, probably stack 2 or 3 on top of each other, and probably fit a 24-ounce bottle right next to it. Trunk release 2, Mercedes-Benz illuminated nameplate. As we step inside, we mentioned the running boards part of this AMG package. The seats are this beautiful beige leather, very supportive, perforated, heated, and ventilated, fully adjustable too. The adjustments are on the door panel with lumbar control part of the seat itself. Taking a step inside, we can really check it out. Foot on the brake, engine start stop right here in the corner, and everything fires right to life. Extremely quiet interior. But overall, if you guys checked out my GLE 350 video, this is about the same exact interior. The biggest difference here, of course, is the power plant. We have about an additional $6,000, $7,000 base price because of it. But overall, the interior here is basically the same. We still have the twin digital displays. Digital gauge display has a 160 mile an hour speedometer, tach that goes to about 6,400 RPM. The steering wheel is pretty thick, very high quality leather feel. Not the fattest 10-2 bolstering notch, but it does the job. The 9-3 feels really good in your hands. You get aluminum paddle shifters. The Mercedes horn area is rubberized. The horn itself, loud and aggressive. People should be definitely getting out of your way. We'll do a window check, see if we get dual panes. We don't get dual panes, but it's a very thick single pane of glass. Mercedes badge in the center, of course. We get touch sensors for the steering wheel, also new for 2024. The touch sensors on the left side adjust the infotainment. And speaking of the adjustments for the infotainment, here we have from start information from reset eco display, consumption, attention assist, radio, and the final screen is a full map. This is probably my personal favorite to look at all times. We get radar cruise control beneath that. On the right side are volume and skip controls. You can hang up and answer your phone calls and adjust the actual infotainment screen with these controls. Hopefully you can pick it up on camera. Cool, so you don't have to actually reach over for the touchscreen. You don't have to reach over for the trackpad if you're driving and want to change things up. The stocks have a very satisfying click to them. The gear selector is the right stock. Auto rain sensing wipers, auto headlamps. We get fog lamps too, with the interior brightness right down here to the side. Electronic parking brake. We have power tilt and telescoping steering wheel, and we turn on or off the heated steering wheel with a click of a button. More of that piano black illuminated trim, stitched dashboard. We mentioned the touchscreen. We'll check it out real quick. The home screen. We can also use the trackpad or steering wheel touch sensor if you don't want to use the actual touchscreen itself. The navigation screen, let's check it out. We have an actual GLE 450 illuminated on the screen. You can see the Mercedes dealership. The touch screen is extremely responsive, just like an iPhone. Huge thumbs up to Mercedes-Benz. See the phone, radio, media, apps, comfort, off-road information, regular information, settings, and smartphone. We'll see what's available for the off-road. Once it loads up, you have our drive, pitch and roll, tire pressure, altitude. You turn off the traction control, turn off the parking sensors so you're not slamming on your brakes every second, and you can check out the trail camera. Over the top kind of 360 view so you can see everything that's to the side of you so you don't fall off any cliffs while off-road, and you can return right back where we were. My personal favorite to look at all times would be the navigation, so we'll leave it here. Beneath that we have some aluminum trim, 4 air vents for the center. That's not something I've seen with many cars. The adjustments are to the sides of them. Beneath that we have interior illumination, more stitching for the rest of the dashboard, and the climate control buttons with hard buttons, unlike BMW, making it much more convenient and user-friendly. Engine start stop button with the auto start stop right next to it. Some piano black trim with some storage behind it. We have a wireless phone charger, 2 cup holders. You can close these cup holders away, and now you can access larger cups. You can press these buttons and they close right back up. Behind that, we have our drive mode selector with sport, individual, comfort, and eco mode, and check this out, off-road mode too. But check this out. So in eco and comfort, look at the revs. They're sitting right around 500 RPM, whereas in sport, it shoots up to about 700 RPM, making the throttle a lot more responsive. That's pretty cool, but it will use a little bit more gas. We'll start the review off in comfort, maybe try it out in sport real quick, but overall we're not gonna take this car out for too long of a drive, just gonna show you the differences between this and the 350. The ride quality is gonna be the exact same, the real only difference is gonna be the pickup. Anyway, continuing along, we have the trackpad. If you don't want to use the touchscreen, you can check out the camera at all time. We have an over-the-top 360 and a 3D view 360. We also have several different actual views itself, a forward-facing camera, a rear-view camera, blind spot camera, also convenient for off-road, and an automatic over-the-top camera. Also a over-the-top trailer hitch view if you're trying to line up a trailer hitch to the receiver. Pressing the home button, and it returns us right back to the home screen, right back to the map. The gear selector, again, it controls your 9-speed automatic transmission, just like in a 350. We can check out the actual backup camera with guidance lines and trajectory for the over-the-top 362. The park button's to the side, we press it, and we actually return to the map, unlike every other German car we reviewed on this channel. I like the stitched material for the side portion for where your knee will often hit, the stitching for the grab handle, and it's actually very well padded, more interior illumination and aluminum between that. We get a hand rest, so if you're using the trackpad, you have a comfortable area to rest your wrist. Volume dial, navigation you can access at all times, radio, media, and telephone. Since I just said one of those words, the voice activation actually just popped up. Hopefully it doesn't start interrupting me. We have a little bit of storage, perfect for a key, phone, or a wallet. The armrest is gushy soft leather. We can check out the storage space. It's impressive. You'll fit probably 5 or 6 1-liter bottles of soda. We have an additional USB-C port. That's an impressive amount of space. More stitching for the glove box area. The glove box latch is outlined in aluminum, but the latch itself is plastic. It's damped, lined with felt, and massive. You're fitting 30 license plates in there. You're fitting 2 pairs of shoes with no problem. More of that piano black trim. Stitching for the dashboard, frameless auto-dimming rear view mirror, 3 garage home link settings on it. It's not a digital rear view mirror, unfortunately, but not a big deal. High quality feeling headliner. We get a panoramic moonroof here too. Let's open it up right away. The shade, it doesn't open up super quickly, but as you see, the glass is absolutely massive, at least for that front panel. We'll see if it opens up all the way. I don't think it will, but the glass itself, huge compared to the rest of the segment. Since it's such a large piece of glass, it's not going to open up super quickly, but we'll see how long it takes. Okay, see if it goes out any further. It does not, just like I expected, but right to the end of the front row, we can poke our way out of here. Beautiful day today in St. Petersburg, sunny and 96 degrees. We can shut this moonroof right up. We'll leave the shade open so when we hop out back, you see how much light is brought into the cabin, but that's about it for the front seat of this 2024 GLE 450. We also have the lighting information, the trunk lights, back seat lights, and book lights, alerts, SOS. That's about it. We'll check out the lights. They're of course LED. Cool. We'll take a quick look at this window sticker and then hop out and check out the back seat of this 2024 GLE 450 4MATIC. With a $69,500 base price, we get a 3-liter inline-6 turbo engine with a mild hybrid system, cranking out 375 horsepower, 369 pound-feet of torque, made it to a 9-speed auto transmission, eco start-stop, dynamic drive mode select, and all-wheel drive. Standard features, you guys can pause, take a look. The dual 12.3-inch screens. Cool. Options, this is a fully loaded GLE 450 just about. The piano black wood trim for this interior is an additional $850, $535 for the illuminated star, $160 for the wheel lock, $685 for the spoiler, $220 for the sill load protector, $35 for the first aid kit. We get $175 credit for the missing MB Tex door belt lines, $850 for the black piano flow lines and wood trim that's added twice in this window sticker, $450 for the winter package, very useful for Florida, $350 for the AMG wheels, $1,000 for the MB Tex upper dash and door belt lines, $600 for the trailer hitch, $350 for the trailer maneuvering assist, climate control, the 4-zone climate is $860, $650 for the aluminum brush, aluminum running boards, $550 for the soft closed doors, $400 for the night package, giving us the black elements for the front splitter, grille trim, rear diffuser, side mirrors, window trim, and roof rails. $3150, that's the AMG line exterior package, giving us the AMG body styling, including the wheel arches painted in vehicle color, AMG wheels, and the AMG star pattern grille. $1,600 for the DX1 exclusive trim, giving us the Burmester surround sound system, augmented video for the navigation, and ventilated front seats. After an $1,150 destination charge, we're sitting a tick under 83,000 bucks. So we're up there in price, but this is a fully loaded GLE, and we get the upgraded 450 motor. We still get 22 combined MPGs, 19 city, 26 highway. Really impressive for a vehicle with this much power. That's about it though, guys, for the front seat. Let's hop out back, see how much space is offered back there, as well as the overall quality of the materials. If I didn't mention, we get 4-door smart access and some aluminum shiny trim for the door handles themselves. Up top, we get soft touch materials even for the back seat. Let me try to open this door completely without doofing the other car. More of that black trim, Burmester audio system, and gushy soft leather for the center and the armrest. We get auto one touch out rear, aluminum door handle, hard plastic for the bottom portion, and a decent amount of storage for the rear pocket. Illuminated Mercedes-Benz badge as we step inside. The running board continues for the back passengers. The rear seats are that same material, pretty well bolstered for a back seat. They're perforated in the center. They're not heated or ventilated though. Taking a step inside, we'll take a quick look at this legroom. I'm a little bit over 6 feet tall, sitting behind my seat settings, and I still have at least 7-8 inches of knee room, at least 2, 3, 4 inches of headroom thanks to this cutout for the moonroof. It's an impressive amount of backseat space. Not only do we have air vents for the center console, we have air vents that blow directly into your face from the B-pillar, nets behind both the front seats, 4-zone automatic climate control, and 2 USB-C ports down below. The center cubby gets this rope to pull it down. It's not the softest, but pretty soft leather trim, 2 cup holders. You'll fit 24-ounce bottles and a shot glass in the center. Closing this thing right up, the interior light back here is also LED. We get a hook for both of the rear grab handles, perfect for a suit or a dress. This is a beautiful interior. Compared to BMW, they prioritize sportiness over luxury, and that's just not the case here with this 2024 GLE 450. Taking a step out towards the cargo space, we'll see how much space is offered back there, and then take this 2024 GLE 450 out for a quick drive. But overall, the floor is pretty high up. I'm a little over 6 feet tall, and my knees a good 5-6 inches away from the height of the floor. So if you have older or smaller pets, give them a boost, maybe a little bit tougher hopping back here. The floor itself though is massive. We'll see if we get any secret storage down below. We do, but it's around the spare tire, but you'll fit a little bit of secret stuff around it. You fold the seats down 40, 40, 20. I would expect you to fit a 75, 80 inch TV back here. It's a very spacious cargo space. Reminds me a lot of the new Jeep Grand Cherokees. We also have a cargo net in the corner, perfect for grocery bags so they're not flying around. We can shut this trunk right down though, the click of a button. It gives you a second so you can get out of the way if you have grocery bags in your hands. That's about it though for the inside and outside of this 2024 Mercedes-Benz GLE 450. I'm sorry, I'm standing next to another car, making it a little bit tough to really walk around this SUV. But it's a beautiful one at that, and with this upgraded 3-liter inline 6-cylinder turbo engine, let's take it out for a drive and see what it's got. All right guys, now just about seeing everything we need to see with the inside and outside of the all-new 2024 Mercedes-Benz GLE 450. Let's take it out for a drive and see what it's got. My first impressions though, just like the 350, the steering here is extremely light, significantly lighter than BMW. BMW doesn't have heavy steering, but if you've always preferred softer, lighter feeling steering rack, you would definitely prefer this over the steering rack that you get still with BMW. Another thing I'm noticing in comfort mode, the throttle here feels a lot more responsive than it did on the 350. We'll see what changes up real quick in sport mode. Okay, so in sport mode, the steering gets a little bit heavier immediately. The ride quality still extremely, extremely soft. The throttle gets a little bit more sensitive. The revs start a little bit higher as we showed you guys through the idle. We'll see how the brakes feel right over here. Yep, brakes feel nice and sharp. They may only be dual pistons, but they still do the job really well. The throttle response gets a lot sharper in sport mode. Really quiet interior. You don't really hear anything over the bumps. We're not going fast enough to hear any wind noise, but it is very solid. We can lean into it about halfway. Oh, wow, this thing just takes off. This mild hybrid system really allows you to get a strong launch off the line. Right here we have a speed bump. So ridiculously soft of a ride quality thanks to these beefier 50 series sidewall tires. But one time we'll try an acceleration off the line. Oh, snappy shifts too. Yeah, this really feels just as quick as a BMW X5. Yeah, it's a little bit more expensive, but you get your money's worth for that extra price. We'll try a real world turning radius. It is very sharp. One more time, about half throttle. Oh, this is a quick SUV. My complaints about the 350 of how it was a little bit too pricey to justify having a 4-cylinder, this corrects all of those concerns. Yes, the 350 was a little bit high up there for $63,000, but this for $69,500, this is the value SUV. If I was going for a Mercedes SUV, this is the way I would go with it. The steering feels really good in sport. It feels like BMW steering in normal in sport, if that makes any sense. We'll throw it back into comfort. The throttle immediately gets less sensitive. The steering immediately gets a lot lighter. The ride quality stays about the same, but overall, guys, this is an incredible luxury SUV. Yes, I was complaining about the 350 being a little bit underpowered for the price. This is not underpowered for the price at all. This is a powerful inline six. It feels really just as strong as a B58 inline six, maybe a tad slower. You may be a tenth, maybe 0.2 of a second slower to 60 compared to the X5, but you really don't feel it, especially with this quieter interior, more plush seats, and more sound deadening technology. If you're looking for a luxury SUV, luxury performance SUV, I would definitely recommend checking out the 2024 Mercedes-Benz GLE 450. And a big thanks to Crown Eurocars in St. Petersburg, Florida for helping make this review possible. I'll leave a link to your inventory below, and if you're looking for a new luxury or performance vehicle in the St. Petersburg area, I would definitely recommend checking these guys out. And huge thanks to all of you for watching. I had a great time making this video. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. If you've already subscribed, thank you so much. You guys know the channel is just not possible without you, and I really appreciate the constant support. But again, if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. Leave a like too. It really helps me out, the YouTube algorithm. That's how these videos get promoted to new people. Leave a comment. Let me know what you like. Let me know what you don't like. Leave a comment. Let me know if there's any specific cars, SUVs, or trucks you want to see reviewed on this channel, and I'll definitely try getting those videos for you ASAP. But other than that, again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope all of you have a great day.